Ready?
We are ready.
Okay. On July 1984, President Ronald Reagan passed a law that would forever change the way Americans purchased alcoholic beverages and at what age they could be consumed. With this new law proposed, the federal government ultimately gave the nation an ultimatum to change their laws for the legal drinking age to be 21, or they would lose funding for their state's highways. Within a matter of 4 years, all states made the rapid decision to change their legal drinking age to 21 for the purchase and consumption of all alcoholic beverages. Today, this law is still in strong effect over the nation and makes the most prominent law to our youth. According to the website for Mothers Against Drunk Driving, by the end of 2005, the 21 minimum drinking age law had saved nearly 25,000 American lives. That's almost 1,000 lives a year. As college students, we are pressured into drinking more than any other point in our life, most of us succumbing to the influence. You always hear, with every choice comes a consequence, and the only choice that can be made in a sober state is that to not drink at all. In this speech, I would like to discuss issues surrounding underage drinking, provide awareness of the consequences that follow it, and possibly instill a better understanding with all of you of why it's important to abstain from underage drinking. To begin, I would like to tell you a story about Robert Church. Robert Church, like most, had a bright and optimistic childhood and dreams of accomplishment ahead. However, this story concludes in an unfortunate tragedy. Growing up, Robert was bright, funny, optimistic, and he went through education with wisdom, and he was involved in a lot of sports as a high school athlete. Unfortunately, things took toll for the worse, and he began drinking at the age of 15, where he received his first MIP, which is minor in possession. Hoping to impact their son to reconsider his choices, his parents took him to a seminar to learn about real-life stories in which accidents occurred by underage drinking. Continuing to be unaffected, Church did not refrain from partying and drank underage as if nothing happened and there was nothing to be done to him. At 19, Robert continued to be rebellious and drank consistently as time went on. At this age, he received his first DWI that put him in jail and eventually down to probation. Still unchanged, Church drank almost routinely and continued on with no remorse for his actions that would soon cost him his life. During a crazy weekend at a festival that was taking place in his hometown, his drinking worsened due to the festival's activities and it just being crazy and everyone being there. On September 1st, 2000, Robert pulled his truck into a ravine, killing him instantly. His blood level for the autopsy report ranged from 0.19 to 0.26, which is double the legal limit. Robert Church's death occurred 3 months before his 21st birthday, so he never took a drink in a legal manner. He was always drinking illegally as long as he lived. To access this information or learn more about Robert Church, visit arrivealive.com/Robert's Glory. Now that we know the tragic effects of underage drinking, let's look at some numbers. According to the preliminary estimates from the 1996 National Household Survey on Drug Abuse, every day on average, 11,318 American youth from 12 to 20 years of age try alcohol for the first time, compared with 6,488 for marijuana, 2,786 for cocaine, and 386 for heroin. In the college world, more than 1,700 college students in the U.S. are killed every year. That's about 4.65 people a day as a result of alcohol-related injuries, a fact received from the Annual Review of Public Health. Alcohol is the biggest youth problem today in America, and more young people are dying from alcohol-related accidents than any other legal drugs combined. This site was taken from Mothers Against Drunk Driving, which is the MAD organization. Lastly, you can be the difference by applying the legal drinking age to yourself as well as others around you. Also from the MAD website, we learned that a person's brain does not stop developing until you're in your mid-20s. During this development, alcohol negatively affects all parts of the brain, which keeps you from hand-eye coordination, thinking, logical skills, speaking, and memory. I also learned that parents have the most influential impact to draw the line because not only do the parents have the opportunity to supply the teenager with the location just the drink, but also the purchase of the drinking for not only their own child but other children. For those in the college, desire to drink is happening beyond belief, which not only gives us the obvious possible outcomes such as alcoholism, but there's pregnancy, crime, suicide, and social problems. Awareness for the youth of today of the legal drinking age needs to be obeyed can raise great outcomes and lower fatalities in many lives. To think, individuals such as myself, not even of the legal drinking age, apply the majority of alcohol-related accidents that take a life approximately every 15 minutes. I hope that by discussing issues surrounding underage drinking, as well as providing awareness of the consequences that follow it, and possibly instill a better understanding for all of you of why it's important to abstain from underage drinking, that you may go out and make better choices and choose not to drink underage.
603. Questions?
Okay, first question.
Do you have a lot or something? You look nervous.
No, it just seems I've been starting.